Okay, hold up. Okay. Man, I haven't done this in a while. But so I just got out of McDonald's, and there was a lot of people, a lot of common people. These are people who are not techies. These are people who are just everyday normal people. So I just got out of McDonald's. Like I walked in, and stuff. I did my kiosk. I did the kiosk. Like the kiosk is easy. The kiosk is an easy thing to do. I understand McDonald's is pushing out their app, and they're pushing out and they're trying to get people to use the kiosk more often. Well, here's the issue that I've noticed that a lot of these people are running into. So on the kiosk, your cart or your bag, I would say, is displayed at the bottom. Everyone thinks that's just their bag. Every common man or most common people will not think of that as, oh, if I hit my bag, I can pay my things or I can edit things. No, they look for a pay now button. Like if they don't edit anything on their meals, or if they don't do anything on their meals, they look for a pay now button. So the common man is not gonna go back into their order and press that little mask, or not mask, but that little. They're not gonna press that little bag. They ignore the bag because they know what they put in there. They see the numbers and it says that's what their bag is, and they see how much. But they don't see is how much they're paying, and stuff until they hit the bag. So I don't know who designed their user interface. They thought of techies. They definitely thought of the techies who love this stuff, right? But what they didn't think about is the whole normal people, the normal common man who are not into tech, who are not into like user interface. There's even people around my age who probably don't know where to find it. I'm in my 30s, like I'm getting close to my 30s, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, no one's gonna like using the kiosk because they're either pushing the phone app, which a lot of older generation doesn't like, okay, and then they're also pushing the kiosk stuff to go with the phone app. Again, the main problem is the user interface. Other than that, it's perfectly fine. It works. It does the job. But user interface is very important for common people, because if you're going to display something like an order, and you're not having a person talk to them to help them with, or a person like be there to take their order, and you're trusting the common man to understand how the kiosk is supposed to work, right? And they understand the concept of a highlighted button that says pay now. They don't understand the concept of, oh, go into your cart and then press pay now. Okay? Common man's in a hurry. Common man wants to get their meal and go to work. Okay? So instead of doing the whole press the bag and then pay now, just display a pay now button. Like it's still a two button press, and they don't have to, and the common man will not have to learn anything. They will not have to try to figure out how this new contraption will work. They got their order and they want to pay now, and that's it. Other than that, the user interface at McDonald's would be fine. Like, it's categorized perfectly fine. It's the only issue that people will have, and they're still having after the push, is how to pay. Okay, I'm a techie. I understand dumb interface. Okay, dumb interface is what McDonald's has right now. It's perfectly fine for everything that you want to do, but then when you go to pay, you can't find the stupid pay button, and that's where the common man loses their patience, and then they want to wait. Then they have to wait longer to get their meal, or they just leave. So, McDonald's and anyone who's doing a kiosk like McDonald's, please make sure, instead of being very creative and using the pay now button, right, and displaying a little cart that they have to press just to do their job, or just to have them look through their stuff before they order. They already know what they ordered and they want to pay it right away. You don't need to be creative. You don't need to be all like graphic design-y person. Just make a highlighted, simplistic pay now yellow button. For McDonald's, it's yellow for sure, or for whatever company that, based off their their company logo or based off their colors, just put a pay now button. It's not hard. Most tech companies have a pay now button on their interface. Even Best Buy has a checkout button in their interface. Okay? Just that will either A, link them to their cart, right, and show and display their order, or B, just simplify it and just brings them to the pay now, to the key, to the instructions on how to pay and what instructions to follow when paying, instead of having to have them look for it, then realizing, oh, it's that little bag. Like, that's not gonna get the con man's gonna lose patience. They're not gonna learn that. They're just gonna give up and go to the front cashier and then just pay. So again, McDonald's, please do the public a favor. I understand you guys are pushing here in California the kiosk because you can't afford to keep people in the front and stuff. So change your interface, update it to where it's not a stupid bag, and literally, like, change it to a pay now button, because this is ridiculous. Like, common man's not gonna learn this stuff right away. It's not gonna get introduced like that for the common man. Most people do not walk into the most people, when they go to fast food, they do not walk in. They do the drive-through. So only the common man who are not in too much of a rush, but want to go inside somewhere where it's air-conditioned and don't want to be in their car and stand up for a bit, go into a fast food restaurant and actually use that kiosk to order. Okay? Just simplify it. You don't need to be creative. Just a pay now button instead of a stupid McDonald's bag would do wonders. This is ironically, this is a Tugs of Cobalt video, but it's not a gaming video, but it's still, you know, it's still a video that I'm willing to publish with my face out there. So thank you.